They say some houses have a sound that never stops, the creak of a stair, the echo of a hallway, or a door that refuses to stay shut. In the house where I grew up, it was that door. It stood at the end of the corridor. By day, it looked like any other door, dark wood, paint worn along the edges. But at night, when everything went silent, it would open on its own. Always the same sound, that slow, whispering creak, followed by a chill that slid down the hallway. When I was a child, my father said it was just the wind. But to this day, I've never seen wind turn a doorknob. After my parents died, I swore I'd never go back to that house. But last month, the lawyer called saying the property had to be cleared before it could be sold. And there I was, nearly 20 years later, standing before the same door that never stayed shut. Time had swallowed everything. The garden, the furniture, the scent of old wood. Even the living room clock had stopped. 10:46 p.m. But the hallway, that cursed hallway, looked the same. The same worn-out rug, the same flickering light bulb, and at the end, the door. This time, it was slightly open. A breath of cold air slipped through the gap. I took a deep breath and walked toward it, each step louder than the last. "It's just the wind," I muttered. But the wind doesn't answer when you talk to it. And that's exactly what I heard. A voice, low, weak, but human. It came from inside the room. A dragging whisper, like someone calling for help, or trying to remember my name. My heart raced, but I couldn't just leave. I had to see. I pushed the door slowly. It moaned, and darkness swallowed me whole. The hallway light barely touched the inside. The air was heavy, damp, like the room had forgotten what it felt like to be open. Everything was covered in white sheets. The furniture looked like ghosts frozen in time. And in the corner, a rocking chair. Still, but turned toward the window. The same window where the wind never came in. When I flipped the switch, the light flickered 3 times and stayed on. And that's when I saw it. In the mirror beside the bed, the reflection of the chair, rocking on its own. I ran to it, but before I could touch it, something made me stop. A sound, like nails scraping wood, came from under the bed. I crouched down slowly and saw a box, small, made of dark wood, locked with an old padlock. Fear gave way to curiosity. I brought the box to the table and with a quick twist of an old key, managed to open it. Inside was a photo, old, yellowed with time. A woman sitting in that same chair, wearing a white dress, her eyes lost somewhere far away. On the back, a date, April 3rd, 1972, and a handwritten note. She never liked closed doors. In that moment, something snapped behind me. The door, the one that never stayed shut, was now locked, on its own. No wind, nothing. I ran to it, trying to open. I banged, pushed, shouted, but it wouldn't budge. Then I heard it. The chair began to rock, slowly, then faster. The mirror trembled on the wall, reflecting something that wasn't just the chair anymore. A white figure, the same from the photo. She stood up, her eyes empty but locked on mine. Her mouth opened and a hoarse sound filled the room. "Why did you lock the door?" I froze, tried to speak, but no words came out. She took a step. The floor groaned, the mirror cracked, and before I could react, everything went black. I woke up on the floor, sunlight streaming through the window. The door was open again, the chair still, and the box empty. I left that morning, swearing never to return. But sometimes, when the wind blows hard at night, I still hear it. That sound of a door that never closes. and a voice calling my name.